We'll start today's practice in heart bench. For this, you'll need 2 blocks. Set one block at the highest height and the other at the middle height. The tall block goes beneath your head, and the shorter one will go right behind your heart, between your shoulder blades. For a little extra cushion, you can lay a blanket on top of the blocks. And if you don't have blocks at home, you can stack some books and cover them with a thick blanket or pillow. Take your time setting up. You may have to play with the arrangement till you find a setup that's just right for you, but make sure to find a comfortable place to be since we'll hold this pose for longer. Once you're settled back onto the props, let your palms rest face up and adjust your legs. You can cross the legs as if you were seated, or you can bring feet together, knees apart. If there's any tension in the hips from having the knees floating up off the ground, you can prop the thighs with pillows or blocks. Now start to draw your awareness to the sounds around you. The sound of my voice, the sound of your breath. And as you start to pay attention to the sounds around you, you'll notice that you're cultivating an awareness of the present moment. Imagine that awareness as a little ball of light and begin to send your awareness to various places throughout the body, checking in with how you feel, physically and emotionally, without criticizing those feelings. Then send your awareness to your heart space and let it linger there, tuning in to the sound and feel of your heart beating in your chest. Let's take a couple of cleansing breaths together. Find a deep inhale, filling the body with breath. Open the mouth and exhale. Once more, inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. We're going to start to move slowly out of heart bench, but take your time. Remove the props, setting them off to the side, and come to lie flat on your back. Try to really soak in the way you feel coming out of heart bench. Then draw your knees up to your chest, and we'll rock up to seated. If you don't make it on the first go, keep rocking till you come to a seat. Make yourself comfortable in your seat by propping the hips with a blanket. sitting just off the edge of the blanket so that the pelvis tips slightly forward. Then bring your right arm up, and bending the arm, clasp the elbow in your left hand, leaning to the left. And then we'll switch the arms. And releasing your arms, twist to the left, letting your fingertips rest on the ground behind you to provide the spine some gentle support. And switch your twist. Make your way now down onto the belly, and we'll set up for Sphinx pose. Propping up on your forearms, elbows are slightly ahead of shoulders here, instead of being directly beneath them. Shoulders draw downwards away from the ears as the neck lengthens. Keep your legs active so that the knees just lift off the mat. Close your eyes and find softness in the muscles of the face, letting the corners of the mouth turn upwards just a little bit. And coming out of Sphinx, make a pillow for your head with your hands or arms, and let yourself come to a place of rest for just a few moments. Press up off the mat, coming to all fours, and set up for Hero's Pose, Virasana. Bringing knees together, feet apart. To avoid compressing the knees, you can sit back on a blanket or another prop. On an inhale, sweep the arms wide, and exhale, wrap your right arm under left, eagle arms. On your next inhale, sweep the arms wide, and exhale, wrap left arm under right. And unwind the arms. You can set aside your blanket, or you can tuck it behind the knees to keep pressure off the joints as we move into Child's Pose. For this Child's Pose, bring your knees and feet together, arms long down by your sides, rounding the spine. We'll spend a minute here. Slowly coming out of child's pose, make your way to a comfortable seat. Once you're settled in, we'll interlace the fingers behind the back and find a little bit of opening in the heart space. Then let your palms rest face up wherever they fall naturally on the legs or in the lap. And allow your shoulders to soften and drop down away from the ears. Close the eyes, staying soft in the muscles of the face. Let your breath flow steadily in and out of the nose. Start to visualize your awareness again as a little ball of light, small and glowing and warm. Imagine this glowing awareness starting to move up the spine, starting with the tailbone. Moving up through each vertebrae, through every curve of the spine, up to the neck and the base of the skull. Then imagine the light moving down to settle in your heart space. Feel the heart space beginning to open like the petals of the lotus flower. Shoulders softening, neck lengthening, breath expanding. And as the light of your awareness pulses in your chest, imagine you can feel its warmth beginning to spread out from your heart space into all the corners of your body. We'll spend one more minute here in silence. Start to set up for our final pose, Shavasana. Send both legs long on the mat, arms resting down by your sides, palms face up, as the heart space continues to open. We'll take one last cleansing breath. Breathe in deeply through the nose. Open the mouth. Let it go. Shavasana.